lovelies. I haven't done a YouTube vlog in forever it seems like, so I thought I'd bring you along on my day today because I miss it, and I miss kind of just like talking more to you guys. I've been doing more like kind of sit down style tutorials lately. I thought, why not whip out the old vlog camera, do a little vlog. What's wrong? What is it? I'm just making my little breakfast. I'm gonna do some of this yogurt, do a little yogurt bowl. For some reason, every like cup of coffee I've had for the past like week has tasted a bit like off to me. And I've had coffee at home, at my boyfriend's, at a cafe. They've all tasted weird. I make it the same way, it's just very odd. And I've cleaned the machine, everything, but also because it's like multiple locations that it's happened, multiple places that I've had coffee from different machines. Weird. Actually, I don't have too much planned today. I'm gonna go to the gym, but I like to do a little breakfast, or actually like a decent sized breakfast before I go to the gym. It's good to not go on an empty stomach. I've been taking these vitamins every day, these gummies from Nature's Best Multi-Max gummies. This is for hair, skin, and nails. It's like collagen. I did a little story about this the other day, if you remember, on my Instagram, if you follow me on my Instagram. Do you want it, Melody? No? She's just following me around this morning. You being a little mommy's girl now? Okay, I'll put you down. And they're also just yummy, so it's like in the morning I'm like, oh, a little treat. And it makes me remember to have them because they're so good, you know what I mean? I need to pick time today. Then I have a video to film that I want to film for TikTok and Instagram reels. And then in the evening I have an event with Benefit Cosmetics. So that's our plan today. Nothing too busy, but I also do have some like admin-y stuff to take care of because I have some big life updates to share with you, which I will get to later in the video. I need a bit of honey. Look at our delicious breakfast. Ah! Melody, careful. She's standing like right behind the tripod, trying to ruin my vlog. Call me lazy if you want, but this is literally my favorite way to spend my mornings. If I wake up early enough and I have time before I go to the gym, I love to sit in bed and have my breakfast. Also when it's like not warm outside, it's a bit cold, it's just like so cozy. And while I'm having my breakfast, I like to either, well, I do read, but I can't really read and eat at the same time, so usually I do my Wordle, my daily Wordle. You can see that while I eat my breakfast. It's just like my little morning ritual. I don't know. And then usually when I'm done with my yogurt, I do a little bit of reading. Right now I'm reading A Funny Story by Emily Henry. I'm usually not a big romance girly. I love a good thriller. I love like a classic, kind of like a dark academia. Love literary fiction, dystopian. I don't know what it is. I just feel like sometimes a romance, it could just be a little bit cheesy. I feel like I'm a romantic in real life, but just I don't know what it is. But I wanted to give this one a go because I've heard good things about Emily Henry, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll give it a go because I feel like I'm missing out. Like every single girl on TikTok loves a romance, but I'm just like not in it. So let's give it a go. Alright, I'm now ready finally to go to the gym. It's actually pretty cold outside today. Or like cold, it's like 16 degrees, which to my Icelandic heart is not very cold, but colder than it's been recently. So I've got my little hoodie on. I'm really not feeling the gym today. I really am not. Like I was so into it for a while, but I feel like now I'm just kind of like, ugh. I was so happy to be in the routine of it, but now I'm just like a little bit bored of it, which always happens to me with exercise. Like I always like enjoy it for a bit and then I get so bored, but it's fine. I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna force myself to go. I know once I'm there and once I'm done, I'm gonna be happy. And it's always a really nice walk. I have to walk through like a park to get to my gym, and it's like a 15-20 minute walk, and it's a really nice walk, so I know that'll get me motivated and in a better mood. So let's go. Wow, I look so good. I just got out of the shower, washed my hair, put my tan on. This is the tan that I've been using, the Saint Tropez Express tan. I like to keep this on for like 2 to 3 hours and then just wash off. And it just makes it so much easier. Like when I'm just at home, I can just like chill in it for like 2-3 hours and I don't have to sleep in it, which makes the biggest difference. I've just been towel drying my hair for a little bit and I'm just about to make myself some lunch. I've been using this heat protectant from L'Oreal as the Heat Slayer Iron Spray. I feel like it's also like a conditioner, or like it's hydrating anyway, but it's really nice. I feel like my hair is actually in a much better state than it was, and it's actually grown quite a bit, and I feel like it is thicker than it used to be, which I'm just incredibly happy about. You guys don't like, oh, my hair was such a big insecurity for me when it was like at its worst, because I used to have such long great hair and then it just like started thinning and got shorter and shorter and shorter because of damage, and I was just really struggling with it. So I had extensions for a while and now I've taken them out, and I'm just so happy that it's like finally getting to a bit of a healthier place. I'm going to use the Kerastase glazed drops. I've been loving this hair oil. It's so nice, and I usually put this before I go to sleep as well, and I put my hair in a little braid with this, and it's just so nice. Makes my hair so soft. I love everything from Kerastase. I'm conflicted on whether you should actually air dry your hair or if it's better for your hair to blow dry, because I've heard both. But I feel like usually people say it's actually better to blow dry, and I've been going with that for a bit, but I just hate blow drying my hair, so I'll leave it to air dry for a bit while I'm doing my lunch, and then I will blow dry it after. This is my lunch. I feel like it looks a bit weird. It's basically just my take on like the viral, like the TikTok bowls that I always see. It's just minced avocado, sweet potato, cottage cheese, and a bit of tomato, and I don't know. Oh god, I just painted my nails and I just ruined it already. That's so annoying. But basically, anyone that knows me in real life knows I get very obsessive with my food. Like, I'll have the same food every day for like weeks, months even, and then I'll just like randomly one day get really sick of it and never have it again. And this has been my go-to for like 2 months. No, 1 month. I don't really know, but it's just good because obviously as well, like I've been going to the gym. I'm trying to be better with my eating. Not that it was ever like really bad, and I'm not being like super restrictive with anything. I'm not being restrictive at all. Basically, I'm basically just focusing on my protein and being careful to get protein in and making sure to eat enough, because I feel like sometimes I won't have any protein and I won't be eating enough food, but I'll just like have snacks at the end of the night. So I just want to make sure that I'm eating mostly like whole foods, protein, healthy foods. I also have a little sweet treat in the evenings, but bon appetit. Hello guys, I've just been busy doing lots and lots of admin, and then I filmed a little video, or I filmed the beginning of a video. It's transition, so I need to finish it once I've got my makeup on. So now I'm gonna get ready for the evening. That was not any better than it was before. I'm going out for dinner to Mistress of Mayfair in Mayfair with Benefit to celebrate the launch of their new foundation. It's actually this one right here. I'm gonna use it tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna wear, and I was gonna try to borrow a dress from my flatmate, but then the one that I wanted to borrow she doesn't have anymore, so I don't know what to wear, guys. That's okay, I'm just gonna start getting ready. But the admin in question that I was talking about is related to some big life news. Also, what is going on with my skin? I feel like I've got a little breakout right here. It's fine, which I'm a little bit scared to share. I don't know why. I've not really like shared it anywhere yet, but I thought that it would be nice to share it on here first, because I feel like on YouTube obviously there's like less people watching, and also I don't know, something about YouTube just makes me feel like I can be a little bit more personal and like share a bit more. So I thought I would start by sharing on here, and then I'll make a separate video for TikTok and Instagram and stuff and kind of update everyone and explain the situation. But basically I am moving back home. Let me do a little spritz. I'm moving back home to Iceland in just a couple of months. Right now we're in August. I'm moving at the start of October. Hopefully that's the plan. And there's so many logistics, moving parts in this whole scenario that are kind of freaking me out and making me a little bit overwhelmed. I have moved countries once before, from Iceland to London, but it was just me and my 2 suitcases. I didn't have my cats. I didn't have any furniture. This time around is a lot different. Also, I'm older, so I feel like I just like think about things more, versus then I just kind of packed my bags and left. So I didn't really like deep anything. But this has been such a difficult decision to make, honestly. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I moved to London at the age of 22. from Iceland, where I'm from, grew up in Iceland, and I moved mainly for career reasons. Iceland's obviously a very, very small country, which means that opportunities— this shade's a bit too light for me, isn't it? That's fine, we'll bronze it up. Opportunities in this industry are a bit limited, and I just felt like I needed to go somewhere else, somewhere bigger. I had a big UK and US audience, so I was kind of like, okay, well, I'll either go to the US, which I didn't really want to do for many reasons, mainly just like being far away from home and a big culture difference. So London it was, and I love London so much. I've always loved London. I used to live in London as well when I was 15, so I knew that I would love it, and I came here with basically no plan. It was just me and a dream, honestly. And in my head I was kind of like, yeah, I'll be here for like a year, 2 years, we'll see what happens. And you know, I always thought eventually I would move back, but then as I kind of stayed here for a bit longer, went through a breakup, lived with my friend, and then got in another relationship, and life just happened. I just started building a life here, never left, and I've been here for almost 4 years now. And for the past like 2-3 years, I never thought that I would leave London. I felt so at home here. I was like, no, this is my forever home, like this is where I'm going to be staying, like I'm going to be applying for like citizenship, whatever. That's what I thought. And then just slowly over the past months to like a year, I've been getting this idea in my head, like maybe it wouldn't be so bad to move back home. I started missing my family a lot more, and just kind of obviously with like getting a little bit older and stuff, I'm turning 26 this month. I feel like I kind of just realized like what are actually the most important things in my life to me, and one of the things is family and friends, obviously. And I'm so lucky that I'm very close to my family, so I was kind of thinking like, well, you know what, like when I settle down and stuff, like I want that to be close to my family. Like I want to raise my kids around my parents and around my family. And Iceland is such a nice place to live. Like it's obviously very small and can feel very like isolated and secluded, but it's such a nice, safe, lovely, like just beautiful place to grow up. I feel like I kind of took that for granted living there all my life. I haven't been in the UK. I love the UK too, but there's just like things that I just started to miss a lot about Iceland, the Nordics in general, just feeling a bit more at home. And so anyway, this was kind of a decision that I made. Also, the decision was largely based around my visa, because my visa is running out soon. If it wasn't running out soon, I probably wouldn't have been rushing to make this decision. I probably would have just like chilled and hung out here for another year or so, and then kind of made the decision. But that kind of forced me into making a decision, which is probably for the best, because I'm a procrastinator with making decisions. It was probably good that something happened that kind of just forced me to look at my life and be like, okay, what's the plan here? Like, what do you want to do? But it's really difficult in life. I really struggle with making big life decisions, and I'm probably not the only one. I feel like probably everyone feels like this, but I've got like all these paths in my life that I'm like, I could go this way, I could go this way or this way, and all of them have their pros and cons. All of them, you know, sound pretty good, but they also have things about them that I'm not as excited about, and it's really, really hard to know which decision is the right one. You just have to make one. I saw this TikTok the other day, and it was about the fig tree analogy. I think it's from The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I've not read it. I actually probably should. But it was saying how like there was this girl like lying under this tree, like, this fig tree, and she was trying to decide which fig to eat, and she took so long trying to decide which fig would be the best one that in the time that passed, the figs started to rot and wilter away, whatever. And so in the end, she didn't get to enjoy any of them. When you're faced with like these decisions, the best decision to make is just to make any decision at all, because if you just wait and wait, you'll never get to experience any of the options, and you're never gonna know which one was the perfect one. You just have to decide, make a decision, and make the best out of that. This got really deep all of a sudden for no reason. But yeah, so I went back and forth on it for a while. Obviously lots of moving parts. I was in a relationship, going through not going to talk about that just yet. I'm still looking to book to get the cats moved over because I have to quarantine I'm so upset about it. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous, but it has to be done. They have to quarantine for 2 weeks in Iceland. They have to get lots of vaccines. They've already had 1 vaccine that they have to have. I've gotten a quote from a moving company. Oh my god, it's so expensive. I'm gonna be spending so much money. The plan is to move in with my parents for, I mean, we'll see how long it will be, but I'm thinking like 3 months, and while I'm living there I'm going to be looking for a place of my own, so it could be shorter or longer depending on what I find. The thing that's kind of funny is I feel like I actually haven't lived back home in Iceland as an adult. Obviously I moved when I was 22, but when I look back at my 21, 22-year-old self, I'm like, you were a child, you actually were a teenager, like you did not know anything, you just didn't know anything. I don't know, I just felt like I was such a child, and so just like I'm just such a different person now. And it's so funny because then I always think like, oh my god, 4 years from now I'm gonna be thinking about myself at this age being like, you really didn't know anything, which is like scary but also comforting because it means that like everything will always figure itself out. I believe like he can be going through something difficult, and then once you're out of it and a couple of years pass, you can see it so much more clearly. Yeah, it's like everything will pass. The bad things, they will pass. Nothing's forever, and the good things will also pass, so you better enjoy them while they're happening. Sorry, this got very randomly really deep really fast. I'm gonna quickly, or not too quickly, but I'm just gonna get ready because there's actually a person coming to view this flat in like 20 minutes. So I probably shouldn't be in my little Victoria's Secret silk robe. So I've got my outfit on. I obviously need to lint roll because I'm wearing all black and I've got 2 white caps. I'm not feeling it, but I need to leave. Basically, I should have left 1 minute ago. But this is the outfit. I think I don't love myself in all black, and I did quite like dark eye makeup as well. And I was kind of like, ooh, I'll go for like a dark, sexy vibe. It's just not my vibe. Top from Zara, skirt from Abercrombie, and these vintage boots, which I love. It's a really cute outfit. I'm just very used to wearing lighter colors, and with my makeup as well, I need to reassess because something's not right. Do I need more blush? I just feel like a lot of elements in this outfit is making me feel like an old lady. Okay, I've got the dark eye makeup, I've got like big earrings and a blazer, and all black is making me feel like I'm like 40, but I'm 26. I've never really been a blazer person, but with some outfits it's like, what else am I gonna wear? What else is gonna go with this? And I just need like, I'm not cold, but I just need something. So I'm not going like this outside in London. Guys, I don't feel like myself with this makeup and with everything that's going on, but like, it looks good. It doesn't look bad. It's just not me. My lip combo for the night was the Kylie Comes Naturally lip liner and the Maybelline Ice Lifter Gloss. Do I like makeup? Yes, no.
But yeah, tonight, again, some of you might be your first benefit event, it might be your 50th benefit event. We are one big family, and again, it's one big celebration. Tonight is everyone's first date, so look across the table from you. Say hello.
You didn't take that.
You know when like back in the day,
I just got home. Let me put my hair on my face. That was such a nice event. It was a dinner. It was at the Mistress of Mayfair, which I've been there a couple times for events, but I've never been to like the actual restaurant when it's just like, you know, been like open like a normal restaurant. I've always been to events, but they had food from like the restaurant and it was yummy. It was so good. And they had so much food. They just kept bringing it out. So I am very full at the moment, but I need to take my makeup off and I need to watch the new episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty because there's no way I'm missing that. It's Wednesday, even though it's like, what, 11 p.m. now? For some reason, like I knew it was supposed to be a dinner, but when I was like on my way there, I was like, wait, is it a dinner? Or is it just like a standing cocktail thing, but it was a dinner which I was very happy about. I love going to events that are dinners. I don't like going to like just like the drinking ones as much, especially if I'm going on my own, because I am quite like a socially anxious person, if you didn't know. So I prefer the setting of like knowing where I'm gonna sit and who I'm gonna be talking to, if you know what I mean. Because sometimes I go on my own and it's just like a standing drinks thing, and if I don't immediately recognize someone, I find it really difficult to have to like walk up to someone and introduce myself. Obviously I still do it, but I do find it very difficult. I was sat at a table, I actually didn't know anyone at this table, which was really nice because I got to meet some really lovely people, make some new friends, have some great conversations, and it was really nice. The food was delicious and it was just overall a very lovely time. I was gonna Uber back because usually when it's like late in London I'm wearing like heels and a short skirt. Like I'd rather just Uber because it's scary out there. My Uber was gonna cost like £40, which I don't know about you, but I think that's quite a lot for Uber. I don't really Uber that much as well, to be honest, so I don't actually know how much Ubers are meant to cost, but I decided to brave the tube and I did, and it was fine. It was fine. Let's just do a bit of micellar water to get the rest of the mascara off. I feel like it's so difficult to get waterproof mascara off with a cleansing balm, or like with any cleanser. I feel like there's always a bit left over. Whatever I use, and even when I think I've gotten everything off, I wake up in the morning, still got mascara around my eyes. Like, what is that about? I'm gonna use this Fenty cleanser to like double cleanse my skin. I was gonna say I'm gonna keep it simple tonight because I'm tired, but no, actually let's do the full shebang because I know I feel better if I do. I'm gonna use the Ole Henriksen Peach Glaze Glow Mist. I like to do a mist before starting my skincare. And then I've been trying out the new Glow SP. I was gonna say snail mucin, but it's just mucin because it's not snails, it's vegan, it's made out of fruit. This is just a lab sample. I have been loving this product. It's so nice, just look at the texture. It feels so nice and like plump on the skin. It's like the only way that I can really describe it. Then on top I'm gonna do the Eve Lom Retinol. This is my favorite serum, or favorite like retinol active serum, especially because my skin is sensitive and this is so gentle. And then for my moisturizer I'm going to do the Bio Effect hydrating cream. I'm in love with this. It's an Isonic brand as well, so I love to represent. It's just such a nice moisturizer, very like thick and hydrating without being like too thick. It still like sinks in really well. Then I like to do a bit of the Yopoda Glow Hero on top of all of this. It's like an oil serum and it just gives you that like extra level of hydration because my skin is very dry, so this just helps give me that hydration, that boost of like glow that I need. No, stop guys, I'm watching this on my turn pretty. I'm actually not okay. This episode's actually not okay. Justice for Conrad, Team Conrad.
What do you think about this?